Welcome to episode 12 of Jeopardy Plug and Play TV Games. Princess Daisy in Princess Daisy in 7 days. Grand total is $269,600. Let's see, the first contestant is Princess Daisy.
Daisy!
Next contestant is Cat Rosalina. And final contestant is Brick Yellow M&M. Hey there. Alright, two challengers are Cat Rosalina and Brick Yellow M&M. Alright, let's play Jeopardy. Here are the categories that are ready to play in the Jeopardy round. First off with World Capitals. Go for the Juggler. See You in Court. The Animal Kingdom. Crossword clues M the best quotation marks, and finally professional sports. That's the ideas worth $200 to $1,000. Alright, Daisy. You start this category.
Professional sports sport. $200.
Alright, your answer there. Except for 1988, he was selected most valuable player for the National Hockey League every year of the 1980s. Daisy.
Who is Wayne Gretzky?
You are correct. Select the category.
Professional sports 4.
This San Francisco 49 ERS quarterback was named MVP for Super Bowl the 16th, the 19th, and the 24th. Daisy.
Where's Joe Montana?
That's it.
Professional sports sport 600.
Outfielder and slugger Manny Ramirez won the World Series MVP title in 2004 playing for this team. Looking for the Boston Red Sox. Select the category.
Let's go to World Capitals for 200.
In 2004, this Portuguese city hosted the European Football Championship. We're looking for Lisbon. Alright, Daisy. Select the category.
Let's try. Horse or Cluzan for 200.
Enormous, like an extinct elephant, 17 letters. Daisy.
What is Mema?
You're correct.
Horse or Cluzan for 4.
1,609 meters, 4 letters. Daisy.
What is a mile?
That's it.
600.
Preferably slow syrup, 8 letters. Daisy.
What is molasses?
Correct.
Amphorate.
Plasters, condiment, 7 letters. Daisy.
What is mustard?
That is correct.
1,000.
Tasty Tidbit, 6 letters. Daisy.
What is a morsel?
You're correct. You're in the category. Whitney makes a selection.
Let's go to Fisher Professional Sports Parade.
Alright, here's our answer. Only 2 players in NBA history have sunk over 8,500 career free throws. Moses alone in this former Jazz and Laker forward. Daisy.
Who's Carl Malone?
You're right.
1,000.
This man drove his way to the 2004 NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship. Look at it for Cutbush. Selecting the category.
Let's go to World Capitals of 4.
Now Jamaica's capital, it was founded in 1693 to replace Port Royal, which was destroyed by an earthquake. Daisy.
What is Kingston?
You're correct.
600.
A landmark of this Oregon capital is the Cerro or hill for which it's named. Yellow. What is a Montevideo? Correct. You're on the board. World capitals for 800. Commissioned by Malcolm III's wife, the Chapel of St. Margaret is the oldest surviving structure in this capital. Rosalina.
What is Edinburgh?
You're correct.
1,000.
It ranks as the second largest city of Morocco after Casablanca. Daisy.
What is Rabat?
You're correct.
Animal Kingdom for 2.
Nearly a quarter of all species of mammals are these flyers. Rosalina.
Or bats.
That's it.
Animal Kingdom for 4.
The manatee can live in both of these types of environment or in a mixture of them called brackish. Yellow. What are salt and freshwater? You're correct. Animal Kingdom for 600. In an African species of this reptile, in the genus Dayspell, dispeltis feeds an entry on birds' eggs? Daisy.
What is a snake?
You're correct.
And I'm looking up for right.
The golden type of this now a common pet was thought to be extinct until around 1930. Rosalina.
What is the hamster?
That's it.
1,000.
Thought is not a feline, this creature sometimes has cat attached to his name. Rosalina.
What is a civet cat?
That's it.
Go for the juggler for 2.
These brothers who ran the famous circus bearing their name once worked in it as jugglers and tightrope walkers. Yellow. Oh, what is the Ringling Brothers? You got it. Juggler for 400. This comedic actor who played professional Estance Mergoggle in 1925 started in vaudeville as an expert juggler. Daisy.
What is W.C. Fields?
Yes, it is.
Juggler for 6.
Answer there. It's the Daily Double. How much would you like to wager?
1,200.
All right, 1,200. So you get $8,000 if you're correct. 1,200 if you're correct. You get $8,000. Here's a clue. Dating back to 2000 BC, the earliest known depiction of jugglers was found near this river.
What is the Nile?
You're correct, as you got take it out to $8,000. Select again.
Juggler for 8.
Deville stick juggling properly originated in this Asian country where it's called Hakon. Yellow. What is it, China? That's it. Juggler for 1,000. Margarita Ayala and her daughters are famous for juggling flaming torches while hanging by this. Rosalina.
What is their hair?
You got it.
Standing in the court for 200.
Deaths is in Pinto, Maine, in the first U.S. corporation to face criminal charges over product design. Rosalina.
What is Ford?
Correct.
Court for 4.
The government soon Frank snipped over his 1977 book based on his years with this agency. Yellow. What is the Central Elegance Agency? You got it. 600. Perhaps because no one could figure out what he'd been trying to do, Aaron Burr was acquitted of this in 1807. Yellow. What is treason? Correct. 800. Carol Burnett suits us against the National Enquirer for this hint or whether the Enquirer was really a newspaper. Yellow. What is libel? You got it. That was the last clue. In 1977, the Supreme Court ruled that John Bates on this profession had the right to advise low fees. Yellow. What is a lawyer? You're correct, and that's the end of the Jeopardy round. Daisy's got an $8,000. Yellow, you got $4,800, and Cat Rosalina's got $4,000. And let's move on. It's time for Double Jeopardy. And there are 2 daily doubles, and here are the categories. First off with Irish Waters, At the Movies, People, The Royal Equivalent, Compose Yourself, and finally, Various and Sundry. And that's an Adidas word, $400 to $2,000. Okay, Yellow. We're gonna make us a select first and Double Jeopardy. Alright, At the Movies for $400. Alright, Cat Rosalina, you stars off.
Irish Water for 4.
His preface to the picture of Dorian Gray says, "There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book." Daisy.
Was Oscar Wilde.
That's correct.
800.
His play Man and Superman is subtitled A Comedy in the Philosophy. Daisy.
Was George Bernard Shaw.
That's it.
1200.
Ezra Pound gave an enthusiastic review to Dubliners of the collection of short story by this Irish author. Daisy.
Was James Joyce.
Correct.
1600.
His poem, An Irish Airman Forces Seas, his death says, "I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above." Daisy.
Was William Butler Yeats.
You got it.
2000.
His playing include In the Shadow of Glen Riders, To See and Playboy of the Western World in his masterpiece. Yellow. Who is John Millington Synge? Correct. Synge. Correct. It is a Synge. Alright, Yellow. Which category you like? People for 400. Answer there. 1 and the 2 daily doubles. How much would you like to wager, Yellow? Let's go for 4,000. Alright. So $4,000 if you're correct. See, if you're wrong, you're going to lose 2,800. Listen carefully. Alright. Here is your clue. This poignant surgeon born in Louisiana co-wrote The Living Heart. With Denton Cooley? No, I'm sorry. Looking for Michael DeBanke. Oh, darn it. He's going to third place. Go again, Yellow. People for 8. In 1973, this is real defense minister Mary Rachel Corrine. Look at it for Mosey Diane. Mosey Diane. Alright, Yellow. when it makes the selection. People for 12. He wrote Elvis' hit in the Ghetto and co-wrote a little less conversation posthumous hit for the King. Look at it for Mac Davis. Mac Davis. Select again the category. 1600. One of this French artist, Reddy Mendes, was a photo of the Mona Lisa with the mustache and goatee. Rosalina.
Who is Muscle the Champ?
You're correct.
2000.
Born in 1933, the son of Greek immigrants, this then governor ran for president in 1988. That will be Michael Dukakis. What category do you like?
Let's go to Well of Agreement 4.
Aries. Yellow. What is Mars? Correct. 800. Poseidon. Daisy.
What is Neptune?
Correct.
1200.
Hades. Hade. Daisy.
Who is Pluto?
That's correct.
1600.
Dionysus. Cat Rosalina.
Who is Bacchus?
You got it.
2000.
Demeter. Yellow. Who is Ceres? That's it. Let's go to At the Movies for 400. Perhaps to keep Americans from thinking they missed parts 1 and 2, the madness of George III was changed to this. Daisy.
What is the madness of King George?
You got it.
Movies for 8.
Of the only two musicals to win 9 or more Oscars, one has West Side Story in 1961, and the other was this one. Yellow. What is Gigi? Correct. 1200. Young woman with the last name Chandler, McNamara, and Duke are known by this title named in the 1989 black comedy. Rosalina.
What is Heffler's?
More specific?
What is Heffler's?
You're correct.
1600.
At the 61st Academy Awards, Jodie Foster won her first Oscar for this 1988 film. Rosalina.
What is The Accused?
You're correct.
2000.
This title star of 1922's Oliver Twist was the first child star to top $1 million in film earnings. Daisy.
Who's Jackie Coogan?
You're correct.
Let's go to Burials in Century 4.
Population 350,000. It's the largest city in Switzerland. Yellow. What is Zurich? That's it. Various is surgery for 8. Ethnic group primarily found in South Africa's Natal province. Daisy.
What is the Zuni?
Sorry, no. Rosalina.
What is the Zulus?
You got it.
1200.
The Southern Louisiana musical style combining French Caribbean blues elements. Daisy.
What is Zydeco?
Correct.
1600.
The cell formed by the union of gametes. Daisy.
What is the zygote?
Correct.
2000.
Hungarian-born American film producer who helped started Paramount Pictures. Daisy.
Who is Adolf Zukor?
You got it.
Compose yourself for 4.
In 1762, their father Leopold, president, did musical performance by his children, 10-year-old Nanero and this 6-year-old. Rosalina.
Who is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart?
That's it.
Compose yourself for 8.
He wrote the libretto to his own opera Siegfried. Yellow. Who is Richard Wagner? You got it. 1200. The same not very skillful eye surgeon operated on Bach and on this man in 1685, his greatest contemporary. Yellow. Who is George Frederick Handel? Correct. 1600. Johann Strauss Jr. waltzed his way through many tunes, including one named for the woods of this city, his birthplace. Daisy.
What is Vienna?
And that is correct, and it goes to the $2,000. Going to last clue. Controversial piece by this man contests of a pianist sitting without playing for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Rosalina.
Who's John Cage?
And that is correct, and that comes to the end of the double Jeopardy round. Princess Daisy got $22,000. Rosalina, you got $13,200, and Yellow's got $8,400. And now it's time for Final Jeopardy. The category is Science. Alright, Daisy, let's start with you. How much would you like to wager?
8,000.
Oh, you got $8,000. If you're correct, here's your clue. Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. As it has no mass, this particle travels at about 186 miles per second.
What is it full time?
Next to Rosalina. How much would you like to wager?
11,800.
12,800. $12,800. Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. As it has no mass, this particle travels at about 186 miles per second.
What's a photon?
Next to yellow. How much I'd like to wager? I'll go for 6,600. 6,600, okay. Here's the final Jeopardy answer. As it has no mass, this particle travels at about 186 miles per second. What is a photon? Alright, the star is yellow. What is in you respond? What is a photon? That is correct. How much I'd like to wager? 6,600. Take it out to $15,000. Next to Cat Rosalina. He's in second place. What is in respond? What is a photon? And that is correct. What's the wager? 11,800. Going to be add a $25,000. He's in first place. Daisy. What is in a respond? What is a photon? You know, that's correct. What's the wager? $8,000. Going to be add a $30,000. Princess Daisy, it's our the Jeopardy champion. And so we got in 8 days, grand total is $299,600. Congratulations. And thank you for joining us here. We'll see you tomorrow and have a good night.